Welcome to the channel. I'm Stacy, and my goal here is to help you to play better and sound better in your worship services. Today we're going to go over the song God Did by Sons of Sunday. This one's pretty straightforward and a blast to play. All the single note lines are in the C major scale, and the chord progression for this one, for the intro and the verses, is C, D minor, A minor, and F. We're not really hitting the notes that designate those as minor chords. Those are covered by other instruments in the band. But I just thought you should know those are the chords. All right, let's get to it. So starting up here on the low E and the A string at the 8th and 10th fret, we're just going to palm mute, and we're going to strike the strings 9 times on the C chord, move up 3 times for the D chord, 9 for the A minor, and 3 for the F. And my palm muting technique is just depending on how much I want it to ring out. I'll move it forward if I want it less, and I'll move it back if I want it more. And this one I kind of put right in the middle. This is going to sound like this. It's pretty straightforward, and you repeat that all the way through the intro and the first 2 verses. So if with the effects, it's going to be like this. And then out of the verse, we're going into the chorus. So the notes for that, it kicks off at the 3rd fret on the A string with the C note. And then we're going to go 5th fret on the low E, back to that 3rd fret on the A, just for a quick hit. And then the 1st fret on the low E, back to that A string. And here's how it sounds with the effects. And that repeats several times. It's in both choruses and then at the tag at the end. Coming out of the chorus, we're going to go into our next set of verses, and instead of playing the power chords we did at the beginning, we're going to be working on some single note lines lower on the neck. And we're going to start here on the 3rd fret A string, that's a C note, and we're going to pick that palm muted, and then we're going to go into the 5th fret, and then we're going to go back and forth a little bit, so letting up to the 3rd, back to the 5th, and up to the 3rd. And then we're going to come down on the 5th fret low E string. We're going to pick that 9 times, come back down to the 1st fret on the low E, which is an F. We're going to pick that a 3 count, but we're going to alternate pick it, and it'll be 6 strikes to the string. And then we're going to come back up for the next verse, but I'll show you how that goes here. And then coming out of that, we're going to go to the next verse, and it starts off the same on that A string at the 3rd fret. And then we're going to pick 2 times on the 5th fret, slide it up to the 7th, come down to the low E on the 5th fret, which is an A note. We're going to pick that, slide up to the 8th, come back down to the A string, 5th fret, and then 2 strokes on the E string, the low E at the 1st fret. And that'll sound like this. I'll play it slow. I'll run it one more time a little bit quicker. And here's that complete run with the effects. So this one is the same snapshot, the same tones and everything as we do at the beginning, but I added chorus just to give it a little bit more flavor. So there's the down bridge that we're out for. And then when we do come in, we're going to be playing part of the C major scale up here starting at the 10th fret. And we're going to strike this note 9 times and then drop down to the 8th fret. And we're going to play that 12 times. And then back up here to the 12th fret. We're going to hit that 3 times. On the 13th fret, 12 times on the 17th fret 6 and on the 15th fret 6. And it's going to sound like this. And that runs through 2 times. And here's how it sounds with the effects. Then we're going to drop down to the 13th fret, and we're going to pick that 13 times. Come back up to the 17th fret for 3, the 15th fret for 1, and then the 17th fret for the G string for 1. And it's going to sound like this. And that little part repeats. And here's how it sounds with the effects. I picked that with a lot more intensity to give me more volume and to kind of match the moment of that bridge. This one's pretty straightforward, and just with a little bit of time spent on the techniques like the palm muting for the verses or the vibrato if you want to add that to your chorus, the pick attack that you use on the bridge, just that little bit of time spent will really help you to pull the song off with ease. If you'd like the resources for this song, you can find them at a link in the description box below. There's a handful of downloads free for you in there as well. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, subscribe and hit that like button for good measure. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.